Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel and today's video. So the Swedish sentence of the day is I hate you, which is a Swedish jag hatar dig. Jag hatar dig. I don't hate you, but we had I love you a very long time ago, which is jag älskar dig. So I just wanted to put that in here so that you know how to say I hate you if you are mad at your partner or something. So today I'm gonna talk about some products that I'm so freaking happy that I didn't purchase, and I'm gonna tell you why. And if you have these products, you swear by these products, then that's great. I'm happy they work for you. I'm so happy that you are able to enjoy them. Who knows, if I would get the products, like if I would end up picking them up, maybe I would have enjoyed them, but I'm still, as of today, really happy that I didn't. So let's start with the first product. You guys know I love my creams. They are, to me, they're flawless. Let's just call it what it is. So when Fenty came out with their cream blushes and bronzers, obviously I was intrigued, but I don't follow trend mode anymore and I'm trying not to look at new releases. So I didn't even know that they launched, and can I tell you that when I went to the website just to see what the price was and what kind of colors they had, they were all sold out, like all the blushes. And then they had, for the bronzers, they had the lightest shade and then like the two deepest shades or something. So the medium shades were all sold out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I saw Mel Thompson's video on it, which I can link down below in case you wanted to see it, but she reviewed the bronzers and the blushes, and that video had me mad. I don't remember exactly how much the bronzer contained, but it contained around 6 to 8 grams, which is not a lot of product, especially not if you are known to me. Like in my channel, you guys know that I am so spoiled by milk. Their bronzer stick contains 28 grams for less money, for like $10 less, at least here in Sweden. So I was like, nah, Fenty, nah. They did good with their powder because that contains 28 grams, but with the bronzer, I was like, no, there's no freaking way. And then the blushes was such a mindfuck to me. So I saw Mel's video, and first I thought that she bought minis, but apparently she didn't. It was just that the shadows or the actual compartment was so small, it looked like a single eyeshadow, and that one only contained 3 grams or 3.5 grams. Again, Milk makeup contains 28 grams. If you buy the full size, you can buy minis as well, but I was like, 3 grams? No. I thought that the nude sticks ones contained a little bit of product. These only contains 7 grams. So imagine the Fenty one containing half of this. And I've used this a little bit, but not too much. Could you imagine? I couldn't. Even Colourpop, that's like known to being super affordable, but they also put a little bit of less product in the actual container. These contains 8 grams. 8 grams. Fenty 3.5. No, I'm really happy that I did not purchase that. The next product that I'm so happy that I didn't purchase is the Sigma Core the Rosa palette, or Rosa palette. Don't know. You guys know I raved about that palette. I was like, oh my god, it's so pretty. I even put it in a duping new makeup releases because I thought to myself, let's just not go there. Let's just try and keep calm and not purchase it. If you want to purchase it, then you have to wait. And I tried playing the waiting game. But eventually, this lovely woman, which is called Jan Phelps? I'm so sorry, I'm mispronouncing that for sure, but she put out a video where she duped the palette. She actually had the palette, so she could even provide us with swatches. I saw this video thanks to you guys because I got so many tags on Instagram saying that she had found a dupe, and I was like, thank you. And the two closest dupes, in my personal opinion, are 2 palettes that I actually have. and never even thought of. So I am so happy. The first palette that she showed us was the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. So I can just show you the palette right here. But when I look at this palette, this one doesn't really come up that well on screen, but it is such a beautiful palette, and obviously it doesn't have the berry tones that the Sigma palette has. But again, if you're known here, if you're not new here, you guys know I love this palette. This is one of my favorite Colourpop palettes in the entire world. I think it's flawless. I think it's great. I think it's so stinking cute. So I was so happy that I actually had this in my collection. And the other one was the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. Oh my god, this was like, this has the berry tones. She's linked down below because she was a lifesaver. I immediately, when I saw that video, I got it out of my head. I was like, I had it actually in my cart on Beauty Bay because I have some money there to spend, and I just took it out of my cart and I was like, nope, don't need it, don't want it, I'm fine. I'm really excited to play with both of these palettes a bit more. Let's talk about Juvia's Place for a little bit. The Freak palette. That palette confuses the shit out of me. I don't see what people see in that palette. When it came out, I was so confused. I didn't understand the color story, and I didn't understand why they did the blue background. I didn't understand anything when it came to that palette. I even downloaded a photo of it and I tried to change out the background to like a beige background to see, is this something that's pulling me in, or is this something that is gonna change my opinion? But it wasn't. And I was kind of in that phase where I absolutely loved Juvia's Place and I bought most of their palettes. Now I haven't bought an eyeshadow palette from them since the Tribe palette, and that's over a year ago. Yeah, again, when I see the Freak palette, I just think that it looks like a super colorful mess. It doesn't look like a rainbow palette, it really doesn't, but it just looks like a mess. And if I were to get that palette, I would be so confused. I would be like, what should I do with this palette? Okay. This is probably the palette that I'm like most excited about the fact that I did not purchase, and this is from Jaclyn Hill and Morphe. They did a volume 2, and when I saw it I was like, no. Then I saw Teresa Instead's video and I was like, oh, and I saw the berry tones that I just love. I saw people do these beautiful like purple and yellow, sorry, blend it into like yellow, so purple on the lid, and then blend it out to like a brown and purple or yellow, and I was just like loving all the looks. And I don't doubt that the quality of this palette is great. I really don't. I'm sure that it is, no questions about it, but all of the controversy came out surrounding the first palette, and I just felt like, oh, okay, so you're all just shady bitches. Nah. I'm so happy that I didn't purchase it. But talking about shady bitches, let's talk about Tati for a minute. I know this is so freaking controversial. People, when I talk about Tati, hate me. I promise you guys, they hate me. That's fine. That's completely fine. So I am not on anyone's side. I've talked about why I didn't purchase Tati's first palette and why I don't feel like I can support her brand, because I think that she is a very shady person, and I think that she has done things in the past that I cannot stand by. She has made comments that are incredibly insensitive, and that's way out of line, and I just can't stand for it. So first and foremost, her blendyful shit. I don't even know what to say. Like, why didn't you just buy it on Amazon or eBay or something? Like, I don't get it. People are like, oh, it's so good. Like, you can do your foundation with it. Yeah, you could do your foundation with a towel as well, but why the fuck would you like to do that? I just think that that is such a gimmick. Yes, I know I haven't tried it, but let's hop into the eyeshadow palette. This is, again, like, people last year when her palette came out, before she had sneak peeked it. People were like, Colourpop, stop doing pressed glitters. I hate pressed glitters. I would never put pressed glitters in my eyes or on my eyes. And then Tati came out with her palette and people were like, oh my god, this is revolutionary. This is so great. This is pressed glitters. It's all we have ever wanted. I was sitting there and I was like, okay, I was just waiting for the bazinga. Bazinga, 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 bazinga. But a bazinga never came. It never came, and I didn't understand why. I, to this day, don't understand the people that has said that they hate pressed glitters, they would never use pressed glitters, but then they love Tati's palette. Like, it doesn't matter. Pressed glitters isn't safe for your eyes. Tati's palette isn't safe for your eyes. Colourpops aren't either. It's the same thing. Glitters, doesn't matter the size, will never be eye safe. And I, for one, am very happy that I didn't fall into the hype and purchase that crappy palette. Sailor Moon and Colourpop. Come on. Who didn't, in my age, play Sailor Moon when you were young? I lived in a house very outside, like outside of everyone in my town. I had to take like a school bus, which is very, very uncommon for people to do because I lived so far away and I had the right to a school bus. And I used to play Sailor Moon. I put towels in my hair pretending that I had these long, beautiful hair that she did. And I loved Sailor Moon so much. I don't remember too much about it, like from the actual show. I just remember that I really loved it. I thought that it was great. So when I saw that they came out with this collection, first I just saw the packaging and I was like, low buy, you said? But then I thought to myself, like, come on, it's Sailor Moon. Like, obviously I need this. I can justify this. But then I saw the inside and I wasn't really sold on it. I would have purchased it only for the packaging and I'm very happy that I didn't. Don't get me wrong, I don't think that this is an ugly product at all, but I just feel like it isn't something that I would have used that much. It isn't something that I would have, I don't know, but wouldn't have reached for when I have had it for a month. I would have forgotten about it and just moved on with my life. So I decided not to pick it up, which I'm so happy that I did. Again, not an ugly palette at all, just not really my kind of thing. The blushes were so pretty with this little stamp in them. They were honestly the best thing from that collection. And if I still bought powder blushes, maybe I would have considered picking those up. So let's give cred where cred is due. Okay, let's talk about a neutral palette for a little bit. Like, this palette I thought was so pretty. This is from Too Faced and this is the Born This Way, the Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette that retails for $45. When I saw this palette, I was like, no, it's jumbled, no. But then I saw people do looks with it, I saw people review it, I saw people talk about it, and obviously that got to me. So I wanted this palette, but I didn't know if I thought that it would be worth it. So I just kind of put it on my waiting list, like on my little wish list, a palette that I would come back to and see if I wanted to buy later on in life. And actually, now that I have had some time passing, I feel like no, I'm not really that interested in it. I'm not really that drawn towards it. I feel like it is a very beautiful and pretty palette, but it's not something that I would have needed for my collection. So that was all from me today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy the video, give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!